my channel, welcome back to my channel. So as you can see from the title of this video, we're gonna talk about how to make a stripper fall in love with you, or whatever the title of that video is called. Okay, so I was on YouTube and I recently found this video. I like looking at stripping videos, like stripper videos or like stripper vlogs. It's just like entertaining to me. So I saw this video called How to Date a Stripper, and basically she like goes on and says like different ways to make like a stripper like want you type thing. And so as a stripper, I'm just like watching this shit and I'm just like, really sis, like that's like, be real with yourself, like, you know what I mean? It's just like funny to me, but I mean, so we're just gonna like, I'm just gonna watch the video with you guys and like kind of like go over it and shit and kind of critique it type shit, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna tell you the real tea, so let's watch. So she starts out and she's like, hi, I'm blah blah blah, Ray Sunshine or whatever. I'm gonna teach you how to date a stripper. Okay, let's go.
I'm an exotic dancer and I'm gonna be your new best friend because I'm gonna teach you how to date a stripper. Method 1. Step 1. Don't.
Okay, so for method 1, step 1, she says how to date a stripper. Don't. That is completely true. Like, don't do it. Because girls that are in the club, like, they're not there to find a dude. Like, that completely defeats the hustle. Like, they're not trying to get a dude. They're not trying to, like, get a relationship. That's not what they're there. Like, we're there to get our money up. That's it. That's period. Like, we're not trying to do anything extra. Like, our mindset, like, is on finesse when we're in the club. So, for you to walk in and, like, think that you're gonna get, like, a date with us, like, we're just in it for the money. Like, you know what I mean? So, like, that's work to us. Like, we're not about to pick up people. And, like, most of the time, strippers, like, they're not trying to, like, date. That's not their mindset. That's not what they're trying to do in their life right now. So, I totally 100% agree with that. I think she should have just stopped the video there, to be honest, and been like, how to date a stripper, don't, period, like, end, you know? So, but it keeps going, so let's go on.
Method 2. Step 1. Visit her often, but not too often. You want her to know who you are, to think about you a little bit, but not to come off too desperate.
Okay, so step 2 or whatever the fuck she said, was to visit her often. To be honest, if like the same person keeps coming in like regularly, it's kind of creepy, because it's like, you know, like we automatically know like, hey, like they're kind of obsessed with us, like they're obsessed with you, you know? Like, that'd be like the same person coming into your work like all the time, like, you know, it's like, okay, you know, like I can tell that like you like me. But like strippers will take that as an advantage and be like, okay, like, you know, they're gonna spend money. Like, we don't like hate it, because it's like, oh, like they're gonna come in and spend this much, like I know what he's got, I know this, I know what he's about type shit. So, you know, but like that's not gonna make me like be like, oh my god, he like likes me so much, like he's visiting me at work. Like, honestly, I'm gonna look at that and be like, that's creepy. Like, okay.
Step 2. Focus on one girl. Now, this isn't advice for how to be a good strip club patron, because that's the beauty of strip clubs. You can go to a strip club and you can have like 100 different girls be your like kinky fantasy girlfriend, but this is if you want to do the impossible. This is like Mission Impossible. This is like breaking the system. It's like beating the game. Like, this is your cheat code, right? Like, you're not supposed to be able to date a stripper. Like, I'm teaching you how, okay? So if you want to be a good patron, it doesn't matter. You can see as many girls as you want. If you want to date a stripper, focus on one girl at the club. I mean, at least focus on one girl at each club you go to, so she doesn't know, right?
Okay, so when she says only see one girl, that's like, I don't know, like I don't really look at you like as like whatever, because personally I don't really care if you go like to another girl, as in like relationship wise. I'm not like, oh my god, like he likes her. I'm like, oh, he's spending his money like on her. Automatically when I'm in the club, like I don't like think that anyone's trying to date me. Like that's not my mindset. Like I just think like they're just trying to fuck, to be honest. You know, like they're just horny ass guys. Like they're just all fuck boys trying to like see some girls. So I don't know, like I'd respect you if you just like stuck with one girl, because it's like okay, but like you're in a strip club, like it's not like mandatory, it's like whatever, you know. So like that's on you if you want to show your loyalty, but like again, I just, you know, then it's clear, like if you come all the time to the strip club and you're just like on with me, like say you're just like acting like I'm just like, okay, he's like kind of obsessed with me like type thing, but whatever, like I'm getting money, like I'm getting paid, so like doesn't matter. But
Step 3, spend a lot of money. No, like a lot of money. Like take what you think is a lot of money and quadruple it, a lot of money.
okay, so that step, completely wrong. Yeah, spend lots of money if you're trying to get played by a stripper. Like, to be honest, like, if someone really likes you, like, say a stripper really likes you, like, they wouldn't even be about it for the money. Like, if they're only with you for the money, like, why would you want to be with that bitch anyway? Like, that bitch is clearly just using you. Like, if she's only gonna do stuff with you or like talk to you unless you give her money, like she doesn't, I'm sorry to break it to you, but like she doesn't fuck with you, boo. Like period, like point blank. Like her mindset is just, I'm at work, I'm getting paid for my time. Like, you know what I mean? So don't spend a lot of money, because at the end of the day, you're not gonna date her. You're just giving your money to her. That's it. That's all that's gonna be happening. You know what I mean? So like, love is not like that. Like, real love does not revolve around money at all. Like, whatsoever, point blank, period. Like, you know what I mean? Money is just an extra thing. Money is a bonus. Like, say I like someone and I buy them something, like, they're not expecting me to buy them something, but, like, I love them and I want to show them that. You know what I mean? Like, just giving money for me to be like, oh, I'm going to talk to you. Like, that's not love. Like, that's not healthy at all. As in a relationship. So
Step 4, don't try too hard. And what I mean by trying too hard is like, don't try too hard to be the guy that's trying to date her. So an example of this is like you'll be giving a lap dance and the guy is staring into your eyes. Like he will not budge. Like he will not look down at your tits, your ass, your stomach, your legs, your shoes even. Like they are focused on your eyes as if it's like this goal. Like they think by looking into your eyes, you're gonna be like, wow, this guy sees me for who I am. But really you're just pissed off because he's not even doing what he's supposed to be doing and you know what game he's trying to play. So don't try too hard, just be like a normal, nice customer to her.
okay, so by the looking into the eyes thing, I completely like don't agree with that. When someone's looking into my eyes, it like shows interest, you know? So like I know they're interested in me. Like say I was like staring across the room and like you're trying to look at me or whatever, I can see that you're trying to make interest, but don't be creepy about it. Like honestly, I respect eye contact. It's when they're looking like everywhere. Like if they're looking at your tits or they're looking at your ass or like they're looking like somewhere else, they're not really like focused on like what you're trying to say or like what you're saying. They're just like looking at you and like I can tell when a guy's like looking at me and then like they're not really like listening to what I'm saying. They're just like thinking like they're somewhere else, you know? And like that happens, but like, you know, if I'm saying something important, it's like disrespectful. And also, when you're looking in someone's eyes, it shows like a lot of confidence. When you're looking like not in my eyes and you're kind of looking down or whatever, then I think like he's like, I look at him and I'm like, he's not confident. Like I like confident guys that are like really confident in themselves, like kind of cocky, but like not like rude cocky, because like that's totally different. But like just like confident enough to be like looking me in the eyes, you know, not looking down, because then I think they're scared of me. And like a lot of guys like are scared to like, they can't look me in the eye when I talk, and I'm just like, it's like kind of annoying. But like I get it, because it's just like I can just tell from that you're not used to like looking at pretty girls. Like that's what I get from that is like you're just looking everywhere but me, so you just can't like handle that. But yeah, like 100% like be respectful towards like girls in the club, because like we do not like, okay, I can't speak for other girls, but me personally, if you're an asshole to me, like I don't give a fuck about your money. It's the principle. I will never let you treat me like fucking shit and then like be like okay with it because like I need like some money. Like no, like bitch, I'm doing good. Like I don't need your attitude. So you can take that elsewhere. Go to the other bitch, like, because like I'm not tolerating it.
Step 5. Play her game and respect her time. There's nothing worse than the guy in a strip club that goes, I don't do dances. I'd rather see you outside of here. Those aren't for me. Like, if you think that's gonna get a stripper to drop her panties, you need some other help.
Okay, so like step 5, yeah, 100% I agree with that. Like, respect our time, because at the end of the day, we're at work, like, we're making money, like, we're at our fucking job. So when you come in there and you're like not trying to like, it's like, why are you here? Like, what do you mean you don't do dances? Like, don't come, like, you know, don't come up to me and try and talk to me and then like not trying to spend anything, because that's annoying. And like I could be with a different client getting money. So yeah, but like when they're like, if like honestly, if some client asks me to hang out outside the club, like it's kind of creepy. Like it's kind of like, okay, why do you want to see me outside the club? Like, if you are gonna meet up with a stripper outside the club, don't ask them to meet late at night. Like they won't. Like I mean, some might, but like that's dumb. Like I wouldn't meet someone late at night. I wouldn't meet someone privately. I wouldn't go to their house. I wouldn't get into their car. Like don't ask. Like ask them to meet you somewhere. Because then they're more likely, depending on the girl, but like they're more likely to hang out with you if you're like, okay, let's just meet here, let's go have a coffee, I'll meet you here. And then like you guys both go home separately type shit. Like don't. Because like as a girl, like it's scary out there. Like people, you don't know what's inside someone's head. So we like to feel out a person before. So, but then again, like you gotta be careful, because if you're asking her to go to the mall or whatever, and she's just like, yeah, like let's go to the mall to meet, and then she's like, hey, like you're gonna spend all this money on me, you're gonna drop bands on me at the mall. Like she's not in it to meet you, she's in it for the stuff, because like believe me, I've been there. So yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. It's just like be smart. Like you gotta look at what she's getting out of it. If she's literally getting like the same shit that you're getting out of it, like just like a coffee, like you pay for a coffee, okay, like that's nothing. Like she can probably pay for her own coffee, but it's like a like sweet gesture like type thing, like that's okay. But if she's asking like, we're gonna go get Gucci, we're gonna get like fucking high name brands, like we're gonna go to the mall, you're buying me clothes, like if you're buying her clothes like on the first day, boy, like what are you doing? And like if I really like someone, I would be like, oh no, it's okay, like you don't have to get me anything, like I just like hanging out with you. That's the type of person I am personally. But like if I don't give a fuck, I'm like, yeah, bitch, buy me shit, like go ahead.
Step 6. Don't ask for her number. Like just don't do it. I know it's gonna kill you inside, just don't ask for a number. Be that good customer that comes in and she thinks about, because you're such a good spender, remember back to step 3 or whatever the fuck step it was, and she thinks about you, make her ask you for your number.
Okay, so that's completely wrong. Like I will never ever ask someone for their number in the club. I will never ask someone for the number, period. Like that's just not me. Like if a girl is asking you for like their number, like chances are she's like not a bad bitch. Like she's not like, I mean, I can't say what your type is, maybe she's your type, but like I'm just saying like the like up here bitches, like we're not gonna ask you for your number. Like we won't. I will never ask anyone for their number. I don't care how hot you are, I don't care if you're 11, like I'm not about to like ask someone for their number that I'm actually like legit serious about, that I'm like actually like want to talk to them. Like maybe if there's just like a complete like random stranger on the street, like I've asked people for like their number for a video or something, but like I don't think I can actually ever remember like a time that I actually was like on my own getting someone's number just to get their, yeah, actually no, I haven't. Like I've done it for a video because I was with friends and it's like funny, but at the end of the day, like I don't even want to talk to them. I'm not like I'm not about to go like ask this dude for his number and like whatever. Like I honestly wasn't ever like trying to date anyone ever, so I've always just kind of been like trying to be like by myself, but like shit just keeps happening, you know? It just doesn't go your way in that sense. Like when you're not looking for a relationship, that's when they come at you for real. But yeah, I think that's completely wrong. Like I would probably give out my number. Like if a guy asked me for my number, like I'd probably give them my number, because the strippers are looking like, oh, like this is a chance to get more of this person, and then you can like ask them to meet up for coffee or whatever, talk to them and like hope that they like your personality a lot, you know, or whatever. But at the end of the day, their mindset is so set on like, what am I gonna get out of this? Like what am I, like how much from this dude can I finesse? And yeah, like that's just like when you have such a strong mindset on that, like nothing can really break. It's like really tough for like a person to break that, especially when they don't know you. So like yeah, but don't like I wouldn't wait around for a stripper to ask you for her number, because like chances are like she's just not gonna. If she does, like totally go for it. Like that's impressive. Definitely brag to the homeboys about that shit, because like that's rare.
And by building trust as a customer first, it'll be easier for her to see you in a different light and switch that around and eventually date you, versus you just trying to go in for the kill right away. It's like, no, not respectful.
Okay, just also one more thing, like the stripper isn't gonna give you her real number. She's gonna give you her work number. So if you think that's her real number, unless it's like her Snapchat or like her Insta or some shit like that, that's probably like not her real like friend number. She has you in her work phone number, like, you know what I mean? So she's already, any number that texts is like from her work number, she's like thinking like this is work, like, you know, she's not thinking like, oh, this is just like a homie. So keep that in mind.
Step 7, consider strengthening your relationship with God.
I really don't have anything to say to that. I think that's funny.
Step 8, know when to call it quits on method number 2 and go back to method number 1.
Okay, so I totally agree with that. Like after, like, just stop after method number 1 is don't date a stripper, period. Like point blank. I'm telling you, like, I don't know, sometimes it can work out, but like a lot of the times, like, it's hard, like, to date a stripper, to be honest. Like, you have to have that right mindset that like she's gonna be like dancing on other dudes, etc., blah blah blah. And you know, that can be like really hard for some guys. Like some guys like can't like deal with that. But at the end of the day, like her hustle is like so strong that she doesn't see, like, I'm telling you, like, as a stripper, in there I just think of them all as animals. Like, I'm not trying to get with any of them. I'm not attracted to any of them. I don't like any of them. It's all, like, a game. It's, like, you're just, like, you know, we're really just, like, in love with the money. So, that's just really how it be, like, if you meet a stripper in the club, like, I just don't think it's gonna work out, to be honest. Like, you know? The only way I really think it's gonna work out if you date a stripper is if you met her while she wasn't in the club, and then she tells you later on, like, hey, by the way, I'm a stripper. That's the only really reason, like, I think that it would work out, because, like, if she meets you at work, like, she just sees you as a client, like, and she just, like, sees you as someone that goes to the strip club. Like, me personally, I don't want to date anyone that goes into the strip club, because I think, like, why are you spending money? Unless you're a rapper. Like, rappers go into strip clubs just for fun. Like, they're not, like, they're, like, actually trying to, like, wife someone. Like, you know, they're not trying to date no one. They're just, like, there because, like, they're rappers and they bring the whole crew and stuff. They're, like, partying, you know what I mean? But just someone going to the strip club, I just look at you like, man, you really gotta be paying for fine girls. Like, you really can't be getting fine girls on your own type shit. You know what I mean? Like, what? Like, you can't pull girls, you have to, like, go pay for it. But, like, You know, so if you meet me outside the club, yeah, I think 100% like that would just work better. And then like you find out later, yeah, she's a stripper and now you're dating a stripper. So yeah, that's kind of like currently me. Like I am kind of with someone right now, sort of. Like we're not 100% like official like right now, but I met him like in grade 9. Like it's been a while. Like we've known each other for like 5 years, so he knew me before I was like a dancer and everything. So like that would be like the only guy and the only time I really like would consider dropping my mindset for, because like before I had a mindset of just like I'm all about the money, like I don't need no man's, like period, like I really don't like guys. But like me and him, like he was like kind of like my first like dude that I like ever was with. So like ever, period, like first dude that really like came to my house and shit. Like it was young, like first guy that I like even was close to doing stuff with. So like it's really like we go way back type shit. So yeah. And like I don't know, like I'm gonna tell you like right away, it's like really hard for a guy that really loves you to see you like be a bull on another man. Like, you know what I mean? Like they don't like that. Like if they really care about you. Like if you really care about the girl, like you're not gonna be able to see her all up on some other dude. But like at the end of the day, you just gotta remember like that's her job. Like she's only doing it for the money. Like she's at the end of the day, she's not trying to be with him. Like if he wasn't giving her anything, she wouldn't be with him. Period, point blank. Like she's not interested. So anyway, that was my video on how to date a stripper. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. And stay bad, bitch.
Yeah. On site, it's so good you miss your flight. Yeah, it's so exciting. Get your chance, baby, don't miss it. Let you get it. I'm the best you never had. I'm the best you never had.